down and shut up.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give me peace.
Why so serious?
You take the blonde and I'll take the one in the table.
This is Sparta!
I'll have what she's having.
You don't realize that Gerard Butler has a lisp in 300. Hey, welcome to another installment of the Screen Squad. Like always, I'm Vinny.
He also has a sweet butt. Ozzy. He does.
What's happening?
And we got Fail over there.
Hey.
This week, in honor of
pants. Why don't you take off your pants?
this week, because it is, it's been a while since it's been on. It's been almost a month.
Because it's Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah, that's why we've been off, enjoying the family coming over, getting everybody getting together. We should have had an episode when everyone was together. I didn't think about that. Oh well.
No. I was too busy eating.
Yeah, I know. Gaining, you gained like 17 pounds in a week.
Do you still have leftovers?
No.
In my stomach.
Everything is gone. There's no more leftovers. Although I did make flour tortillas for the first time in my life.
That was it.
They're good. I apparently made too many. I have about 30 for the batch that I made. But in honor of his Hispanic heritage for Ozzy, we are talking about
Cinco de Mayo.
and Cinco de Mayo. You know what else do we have? Doctor Strange. Because
My birthday.
Because of that, we are going to be going over 1987's Born in East L.A., written and directed by the one and the only Cheech Marin, the hyena from Lion King.
You mean the racist ass car in Cars?
What is his name?
Why
in
is he
Cars?
racist?
What is his name?
Because he's
a lowrider.
Is
They
it
had
Chico?
to.
No,
they had
what's-
to.
what's-
They had to make him a lowrider. A lowrider who likes to paint, eh?
He's a tagger, yo. What is his name in Cars?
I don't know. Something that's
Ramon.
Ramon. There you go. Yeah, because I remember we went on the ride.
Yeah.
Remember, our car got sprayed by them by Ramon. We got
Oh, yeah?
tagged up. Yeah, on the ride.
No, we didn't.
No,
we also won.
yeah, it's true. We did win.
Sure.
I have it on video. Proof.
Yeah.
Proof.
High speed, low drag.
Drag racing like in Greece. But yeah, this movie we're talking about, Born in East LA. The
So you know what's funny?
One
It's
of-
And a
50.
pregnancy scare too.
You know what's funny is like 50-year-olds going to Disney.
You're a 50-year-old.
You're closer to 50 than we are.
I'm children's, basically compared to you. No, but so the one. How many movies did Cheech Marin direct? 2 at this point. I think he only directed because after this one, I don't think he directed anything else. And
What was
this,
the other one he directed? Did he do?
You just said
Corsica?
2.
I think he did. What was it? What are the Cheech and Chongs that he specifically like? Well, I mean, he did
The
co-directed.
Corsican?
No, he Get Out of My Room. It's like that mock documentary, whatever. That mockumentary
Get out
one.
of my room.
Mhm.
That's where Born in East LA came from.
Yeah, because Born in East LA came out from a parody song that Cheech was gonna write. I was like watching about things like how he came up with it, and then they were like, oh, this lends to a good movie. I mean, okay.
But that's in Get Out of My Room.
Yeah, so they played Born in East LA, so that then that sold the rights to the movie, and it ends up getting made, but there's two. This is one of those movies where there's 2 versions, and the full version of the movie doesn't exist. Nowhere. It doesn't exist anywhere. You
No,
cannot.
which they
cannot
should.
watch.
Well, they can't. They can't because the endings are different.
Way different.
Yeah.
Way different, and there's
So
just,
they have to cut one.
Well, the thing is, there's 15 to 20 minutes of content that was removed that is available on the TV version. Only the TV version, and that's the version that's not available. So the collector's edition that's on like DVD, Blu-ray, and all that stuff. Mind you, this movie is nowhere to be streamed. You can't stream it online.
No.
But
Get on it, Cheech.
seriously, but it's
Well, that's money right there.
and if you can get the TV version put on, that kind of explains what happens, because there's a point at the very end of the movie where it goes from point C to Z real quick. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's like 15 to 20 minutes on the modified for TV, right? So it's like the DVD copy, the DVD version is 85 minutes. So the actual full release is like about 105.
They gotta cut. I gotta fix. They have to cut the scene where he gets to the top of the hill, and they start playing Neil Diamond, and cut that part. Like right when he gives up his seat, he gets kidnapped, and boom, they add all the other stuff.
You could change the song maybe, but I mean, I think it needs that scene to lead to the next scene. But there's just so much. Like there's no well, the whole movie was. So I was watching an interview with Cheech, right? I was watching an interview with Cheech back, when he was promoting this movie, and it's one of those. It's like the.
Was this before or after Shrimp on a Barbie?
It was during.
Yeah. He made it at the same time. No, but it's like, he's talking about like,
Robots, yeah.
he's talking about like first they did a song, right? And then they were like, oh, this lends to a movie. And then he goes off and he thinks about the movie. And then I think he says he reads an article about this kid that like a young kid, a teenager, early teenager, and he gets
he had like a mental disability or something.
Some sort of disability, and didn't speak much at all, either English or Spanish, no language.
Gets caught in a raid.
Yeah, and he gets deported, and he has to like survive. And he's a full U.S. citizen. He just has a disability, and
he was in Mexico for like a month or something
like that. Yeah, right, something like that. And then so then he's like, oh, this lends to a comedy. So
there's a story right there.
Yeah, I mean, but the version that Cheech tells in the movie, you have Rudy Robles, Guadalupe Rodolfo Robles, right? U.S. citizen, doesn't speak much Spanish, very little, poor Spanish, like Aussie Spanish, and, right? So and then he
Chicano.
He's a pocho, right? And he gets picked up, going to pick up his cousin that's coming from Arizona, played by Paul Rodriguez in I think one of his first movies, right? One of Paul Rodriguez's first movies.
It's the funniest he's been in any movie.
How dare you, Millento Juan?
Again, I repeat that. The funniest he's ever been in a movie.
Get out of here. Get out of here. No,
Some people aren't leads. They're not leads.
But the thing about like Born in East L.A. is at certain points, like I enjoy the story. I did enjoy it, even watching it again. But there's points where when he's in TJ, it literally just becomes skits that he's doing in TJ, like when he's doing all those jobs, and he's there for a long time, even though his family said that they're only going to Fresno for a week. I feel like
maybe he was only there for a week.
I feel like he's there for a long time.
Yeah, you gotta hustle to make that money.
It's true.
Hustle.
10 cents a person. That's crazy. But that's where he ended up getting that what is the Carnival Barker character that he did in From Dusk Till Dawn, because it kind of looked similar. But
that 10 cents per person, that reminds me of Norm Macdonald joke that he did on Conan about Andy Richter.
Oh, I thought I was gonna talk about Carrot Top.
Look it up.
Eventually. But so Rudy gets deported because he's going to pick up his cousin. He gets caught up in a race.
The chairman of the board.
How does Rudy get put into that giant teddy bear, that stuffed bear?
He gets himself in there.
He climbed in there.
He's trying to hide.
But why? Why
because
hide?
he thought it'd be safe. He didn't realize he's going to a steamer.
No. Why would he need to hide if he's a citizen?
Because he doesn't have a wallet.
I think
maybe guns were drawn.
I didn't see any guns. All I saw was Jan Michael Vincent.
Oh, well, that's enough right there.
That's a scary looking dude.
Those Jan Michael Vincents.
The mechanic.
I'd be afraid too.
The mechanic. But he gets deported to Mexico. No one believes him. And so he has to find his way to get back to the United States without the ability of having to call his family to help him pick up. Even his buddy who sells him that who returns his fixed guitar. Nobody's available, so he's left to fend on his own, and he has no change of clothes. However long he's there, he must stink, because he has no other clothes that he wears in the movie.
Yeah, basically.
I'm sure he showered.
Although I think the only time he does change is when he performs with the mariachi band playing Purple Haze.
What's the name of the band? The
Rudy and
Those
those
dudes?
guys.
Really,
Those guys.
Those guys, yeah.
Rudy and those guys.
Is it Los Guys? Yeah,
Yeah.
it is Los Guys. Because what was the name of the band that they play in in the Corsican Brothers? Isn't that Los Guys also?
Yeah, I think so.
It's just the band. But I'm not gonna lie, Cheech's pretty good as a performer like that with the rock music, and then with the guitars. But on top of this, like, of course, it's like a fish out of water story, and it's a story about immigration, a story about the people in general. It's not a bad movie. There's some nice moments of heart that there is. Although, like, it is very. I didn't realize. I forgot that this movie was rated R just because of the language. Because there's nothing.
Because there's nothing in there.
There's nothing in it other than language.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than bad language, and
Take off your pants.
yeah, the whole jail scene with Fail and and his goons, because those are
Stand
his
behind
goons.
me,
shoes.
Stand behind me, Satan. Stand behind me. Yeah, sorry.
And but
Tony Plana, man. Tony Plana.
but
First time I realized who he was, like, oh, that guy might go some places.
yeah, Lethal Weapon, the TV show.
Yeah,
he was on Lethal Weapon.
Done tons of stuff.
And
so
Lethal
he's done
Weapon.
a lot of stuff, but he's always
I
like,
know.
he's
That's all
always
I
someone's
remember.
dad.
He's like, he's gonna go somewhere. He's like 500 movies under his belt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of stuff that he did.
No, but after that though, it wasn't like he didn't have a ton of stuff before. Right after that though, he got a crazy amount of work.
Did he? Did he not? Because that guy's been in like millions and millions of things. Like even if I go,
He was even in Million to One too.
he's in a lot of TV stuff.
Yeah.
Did a lot of TV stuff.
There was a show I used to like watching on Showtime called Resurrection Boulevard, about a boxing family. Yeah, he was dad in that too. Really good, damn good show. God,
He
got weird. I got weird last 2 seasons of it though.
Let's see what he did after. He was in
A lot.
Three Amigos.
He was
bro.
in Three Amigos.
Three
Yeah,
Amigos.
he's
Yeah,
A plethora.
yeah. Would you say I would have a plethora? Yes, you
Efe,
do.
right?
Yeah. It was because the other guy was El Guapo.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the right hand man.
Mm.
But yeah, no, he's been in so like a whole bunch of stuff.
He was in a lot of stuff before. Yeah, he was in Zoot Suit.
And then you have I was gonna say, and then you have the lady who killed Selena, but that's not her.
That is her, isn't it?
Lupe Ontiveros.
That's
Wait,
her.
if-
No,
Is she in this movie?
Yeah, not the lady that killed Selena, is it? It probably is her.
I think it is her.
Oh, it is. It is the
So-
lady that killed
so
Selena.
Rudy's mom
killed
killed
Selena,
Selena?
bro.
Wow.
There you go. See the
Dang.
connection. I knew
That's
I
why
liked
she
her.
was missing for a week.
Yeah.
I knew I like. That's why I liked her.
She went to get Burger King and then she killed Selena. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Chicano Heritage Month. Chicano Heritage Month. So, but the thing about this movie, like, you have Rudy that again is a fish out of water, and then he meets a criminal played by the voice of Wonder Years, Daniel Stern. Right.
One of the
The wet
criminals.
bandit.
The Wet Bandits.
One of the wet bandits. Damn it.
What were you gonna say, Val?
What did you say?
You were
I was gonna say
something?
one of the wet bandits, but okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you have him, and Rudy builds this relationship. Obviously, it's a working relationship with Jimmy.
Didn't he kill Hooker in that movie with Jeremy Piven?
Maybe in real life, I don't know. Oh, you mean Dirty Little Things? Is that what it's called?
Something like that.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, he killed a hooker, right?
Yeah. Her head gets impaled by a coat hanger,
Yeah.
something like that. I think I remember
Yeah.
that. I don't know if that's him. Then you
Is
have
that the movie that was remade
no,
by ScarJo?
Kind of, except that's
yeah.
a comedy. Well, that's allegedly a comedy.
They're both supposed. They're both. One of them's a dark comedy, and the other
Yeah.
one's a ScarJo movie.
Oh, it also has that Kate McKinnon girl you like so much.
No.
Has your favorite
Don't
Kate
even.
McKinnon.
Don't even.
Kate McKinnon.
There goes my day.
Yeah. So yeah.
She's doing an Australian accent the whole bloody movie. So
Yeah.
stupid.
Well, so this movie does have. I mean, this is a relatively small cast, right? It has like cameos from people that eventually became, went on to do other movies.
As a
Event-
cameo from
eventually.
the
From
lead singer
Cameo.
of Cameo.
Yeah, you have the cameo from the lead singer Cameo. You have Jason Scott Lee, Bruce Lee himself. You have Mowgli himself.
Was that a cameo though?
Yeah, I mean, he was credited. Didn't have much. He didn't have much to say other than "What's happening? What's happening?"
What's happening?
Which is interesting when that whole scene comes up and he says,
What's happening?
These guys don't speak English or Spanish, and supposedly there's Indian somewhere in there." He said.
Yeah.
There's Indian and there's like Asian, and of course you see the Jason Scott Lee, you see the other guys, but you definitely see those other two guys that are 100% not Indian. They're Latin, and you know for a fact they speak Spanish.
Not if they're like indigenous.
But probably they do. They still do. Of course they do. They should have an interpreter. It works. I don't know, but again, like when we go back to like talk about this movie just in general. There are parts of it where, like, yes, there is some like not slapstick, but like skitty comedy, like for scenes where
But there's a lot of heart in the movie
But
too.
yeah, there is, and it's one of those where wow, like,
Which is surprising because he comes off Cheech and Chong, where he's always playing the vato, and then to that you realize that he can actually act.
yeah, which is why they gave him the hyena and Lion King.
Stay with the hyena. And shrimp
Hey,
on
did
the
we
burger.
order this food to go?
There it goes, right? So, I mean, this like the whole, and then you have him with that love interest of the the
Isn't it
the
funny how
waitress
all
who
of
works like
all of our vato word, all
Whoopi?
our vato like accents sound like Cheech?
do they?
No,
Yeah,
they
every
don't.
time.
They all sound like old school cholos. Hey, what up, fool?
Exactly.
Hey, what up,
Which is what he
fool?
does.
Right? Like then the one person I think till to this point when I saw an interview with her later was the waitress, was it Kamala Lopez, right? She looks exactly the same. She didn't look like she's aged much at all. And her in the movie being a Salvadorian that's in Mexico trying to get, just trying to live life, having like multiple jobs. It's actually true. When I've gone to Mexico, you could run into people that have 4 or 5 jobs, and it's crazy because of the amount of money that they don't make, because they don't really make much money over there. But you have this movie where Rudy's still trying to get back. Then there's a whole love interest angle. Then there's the friends that he makes, and then the money he owes to fail, which is a very small piece. There's like little chunks of movie, right? But then there's like that heart with that whole family giving the orange, giving the orange to the kid, and then eventually giving the oranges to the family, and then giving up
When he gives up his seat.
yeah, giving up his seat in the truck, and then has his Braveheart moment at the end where everyone rushes.
Where he gets kidnapped. Where he gets kidnapped by the coyotes.
Which is the thing that they don't show in the TV version. The 20 to 15 minutes that they cut off, and this is one of the things that I know we talked about at one point, is the fact that the TV version does have way more explanation to that ending of the movie.
Because they have to fill in time, but then they still depends on which version you see. If you see the version we saw growing up from TV, you see the full thing. But now when you see the TV version, they still cut out part of it because they put more commercials into it.
There is no TV version. I haven't seen this movie on TV in forever.
Because it goes from I've seen one version where it shows when the abduction, how they're trying to get they find out that he's literally across the street from his house.
Mm-hmm.
And then
they end up in Dodger Stadium.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden it goes to him getting married, and doesn't even go through the marriage ceremony. Remember how you used to have the ceremony?
Well,
everyone stop and then you see the redhead walk through.
Yeah, but that's the DVD version, because the DVD version, or the version that we see now, the 85-minute version, literally has them running down the hill, then somehow coming up out of a manhole cover, and then the two dudes saying "What's happening" to the cop, and then all of a sudden they're on the float and the movie's over. Like there's so much that gets cut out of that doesn't get explained, right? And like Edgar was saying, was they run down the hill, then then they go with the coyotes, right? The coyotes take them to Dodger Stadium, right? And then they essentially realize they're gonna get kidnapped. They escape. They steal the coyote van. Then they go through the L.A. River, right? And they go through the tunnels. Then they
end up on.
then they end up at the
Was that
manhole.
Cesar Chavez?
Yeah, during that Cinco de Mayo parade. And
Hey, what's Cinco de Mayo?
right? And then they get
Celebration of Battle of
then
Puebla.
they get taken by the coyotes again in an alley, and they get taken to an alley, and then we get taken to a house, like you said, that's across the street from Rudy's house. Then the immigration or the cops bust in, and Jan Michael Vincent and everything. They realize that the whole thing. Rudy lives across the street, gets his wallet and all that stuff, and then they threaten to deport Dolores because she is illegal. That's when they steal a cop car. Since so much that's cut out, they steal a cop car and they go back to the parade. They find the priest, and then the priest marries them, and then the movie's over. And then that's how now all that ties together, right? When you see that, but there's no version available for you to watch that. Like literally all that is cut out from the movie. You can see the deleted scenes on like YouTube, but it's not really the same because it doesn't flow like
it's not in order.
The movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, but that's the thing about the movie. Like, it's a good movie until that last 20 minutes, which is, I think, in any movie when we talk about it, there's always the final act of the movie, and that's what this was. They severely chopped up the final act.
They did, but in the movie's defense, the Blu-ray version, which is without all those 20 minutes, once he runs down the hill, okay. That's how they get across, and that's how they end up in the sewers, and they climb up and whatever, and they end up in the parade. It's just that one last scene where he's standing there with the priest on the float with what's her name?
Dolores. It just literally, I'm telling you, it cuts. It just cuts, and then all that is missing.
Yeah.
At least in the version that I saw yesterday, all that was missing. It's 85 minutes long,
but it doesn't ruin the movie for me.
No,
the movie is still, I still like one of my favorites.
It's still a good movie. Like,
yeah,
I know it wasn't liked, or it wasn't a big hit during the time. Because it came out like around the same time when La Bamba came out, and La Bamba severely killed everything at that time. Like,
yeah,
because it was
with the great Mexican actor Lieutenant Phillips.
Lieutenant Phillips.
Heritage, baby, heritage.
Then Isam Morales.
Oh yeah, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
No, I like Isai Morales.
Yeah, Isam Morales is awesome.
Yeah.
He's in Ozarks. Have you seen that? Watch it. It's good.
Yeah.
So,
no,
see, but then
Good show.
that's the thing. Like, you have like the movie again. It wasn't a critical smash hit, but it was a good movie, and it's one of those few movies because La Bamba at the time when it was released, it was one of the few movies that was released both in Spanish and in English in the United States, right? Or predominantly in the Hispanic and Latin communities, so people could watch it, right? People who didn't really speak English. So they did the same thing with Born in East L.A., and that was a smart move because I think a lot of people still remember this movie. I know a lot of people don't really watch it now. Or
Didn't we watch it at the Campos Theater?
I believe so. Probably. I don't know.
I watched a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, no.
I would have been.
R.I.P. Campus.
I would have been
That
3
and
years old.
Alfonso Sayas.
It's not even campus; it's campus because it was right next to the LA
Yeah,
LACC.
hey. The
campus.
It was
Yeah.
next. It was. A,
yeah,
Campus.
but we always said campus because
It
my
was
mom would say it.
It was a
so
Subway
the
movie
accent.
theater. It was a Subway movie theater. Because the Subway next door, you can buy Subway sandwiches, or even make your own at home and take it. It's one of those movie theaters where you can sit all day and they'll just replay the movies. You can watch it over and over.
Yeah,
again.
they do double features too.
Yeah.
An
You
English
walked in
movie
with a
and a
cooler of
Spanish
food.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coolers of food and rats and roaches, everything. It's all good.
Mm.
It's perfect. It was
At the campus.
at the Campus Theater.
Yeah.
It's all- I
we
saw-
watch one wholesome movie in English, and then we see
Like
a really
Desperado.
raunchy comedy in Spanish.
Like, we saw Desperado there.
We saw a lot of
Street Fighter.
nipple and boob and bush from these Alfonso Sayas movies and stuff like
The
that.
pr-
Everyone saw.
The president at the time wasn't there. Well, no, we saw so many movies there. I'm telling you, I remember Street Fighter. I saw Titanic there. It was one of those movies that Titanic had an intermission in it. because it was
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
Titanic's long, right? I saw Spice World. I saw so many Mortal Kombat. We saw Mortal Kombat. I think Mortal Kombat was a double feature with Street Fighter. I think I remember that.
I think we also saw one of the Ninja Turtle movies there.
And I wasn't a million. Was oh no, we saw A Million to Juan when it came out on VHS
Yeah,
because we rented
we
it.
waited for it too at the.
Hey, that movie was
Ally Video. Was it Ally Video? Or Video Hot?
Video Hot. It was Video Hot.
Yeah.
And it was one, but it was one of those movies that was they only had a few copies and it was always
Who do we
rented
still
out.
owe money to? Was
Video,
it,
Video Hot. Video Hot.
what about the one that was right near the Little Caesars? What was it? So someone rented Purple Rain, never returned it.
Oh, there's only one person that would have done that.
Yeah, I know.
Richie.
Someone also rented Set It Off at one point and never returned it.
I've never seen that movie.
It's Set It Off, and I'm telling you, I've never seen Set It Off, so I have no idea who would have rented Set It Off because they were a diehard Queen Latifah and Jada Pinkett fan that they wanted to see Set It Off.
Keep my wife's name.
Somebody really liked that movie so much that they never returned it. But
I know there was times we rented video games too, or so I think we were missing a video game somewhere. One of those two. I don't know.
Not me.
Like, stop living in the past, guys.
Thieves, y'all thieves. But again, this movie.
copy of Mario Brothers is missing.
But he wasn't even born. Like he was super young at the time. He had no money.
Such a degenerate.
Seriously. But again, this movie was critically panned, right? But there's so many memories that people have with this movie, especially the older generation, that it's still, again, even this day, it's like when you watch it now, it's still like, because Mexico still looks the same, by the way. Like if you go there, it's still the same. Nothing's changed. But it's it's one of those movies that I think it still stands. It's still good. Even again, I know I say it's missing 20 minutes. Yeah, it's missing those 15 or 20 minutes, but
it doesn't lose the heart.
Yeah, it doesn't change the fact that the
lose
movie's
heart.
still
Doesn't
good.
lose comedy. It's humor. It still allows the side characters and side stories to kind of like come up and work well and see what they can do. I mean, yeah, it's like he just basically had a movie to showcase other people and their abilities. And at the end, I'm gonna run the border,
Braveheart style, throwing my sword. But it's if you guys haven't seen, Born in East L.A.,
it's worth a watch.
It definitely is worth a watch. It's an enjoyable movie.
I don't know how they're gonna watch it.
Yeah. I mean,
Right?
You can buy the Blu-ray.
It's like $3, but still,
Nah, it's not $3.
I bought the Blu-ray.
Right.
for like $3.
I had to own that because you can't get it. You can't get it digital.
No, at all. There's nowhere you can buy it digital.
What is it? It's a Universal movie.
It's
isn't it?
Universal, yeah.
Come on, Universal.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially
they're racist.
Something right.
I know, or at least let us rent it. Let us rent it, and then not return it, right?
Richie.
God damn it, Richard.
No, but overall, it's super. It's one of those movies. Yes, I don't watch it as often, but when you do watch it, it's a lot of fun and it's good. It does have heart. You find there's moments it's like, oh well, I didn't realize it was gonna hit so hard. Being a Cheech movie, right? Like you would think coming off of that.
You watch this movie and like I watch this movie, it makes me kind of go, oh, he's not just Cheech from Cheech and Chong. It's not the same. Yeah, I mean, but I mean his the character he plays isn't basically that Cheech. It's a different Cheech. It's a different person. Yeah, his name's Rudy. I get it, but I'm saying.
But that's why it's surprising. That's why.
Yeah, it shows some different. And it kind of makes you sometimes forget that he's Cheech from Cheech and Chong.
That's what he said that he wanted to do. He wanted to. It was during the time where he wasn't making any more movies with Tommy Chong, right? Where he wanted to branch out and do something different, not just Nash Bridges, right?
Or Tin Cup.
Or
Chong got mad at him for it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Chong got mad at him for it.
You know what he should have done? He should have got him in as another hyena in The Lion King.
Imagine he was the the laughing hyena. Ed.
Ed.
Oh,
Yeah.
that if you would have been that. Hey man. Hey. Ooh.
Dave's not here, man.
Oh, that would have been a good character.
Yeah, Ed's not here, though.
Disney fumbles again,
Mm-hmm.
Why I gotta fuck it up, bro?
Seriously. No, but
like all their Marvel movies.
But yeah,
shows.
Wow.
How dare you?
Moon Knight's pretty good. It's only one episode
We'll
in.
see at the end.
Only Hawkeye
One
has
episode
been like
left.
the disappointing one.
How dare you? I enjoyed Hawkeye.
No, I did too until the end. The way
No,
it
it was
ended,
fine.
Come on,
I'm fine
bro.
with it because it
Give me
leaves open for
something
the next
extra.
one. Falcon was good. That was good. That was
Falcon
decent.
fine.
WandaVision was
That
good.
boring. Falcon was
WandaVision's
boring.
good. Falcon's pretty good.
I enjoyed all of them.
So far,
Obi-Wan starts next week or this week?
I don't
Oh,
know.
that's another franchise they've ruined.
Hasn't even started.
No, first of all, George Lucas ruined that one. You can't
No.
say ruined.
No.
Do I need to point out the prequels?
They're not bad. Go back and watch them. Go back and
Yeah,
watch them.
They're still not good.
They're enjoyable.
I mean,
There's
you can watch them.
you have to hold on. You have to
You've already spent a lot of time.
hold on.
watching them.
No. Listen to this. You have to
You're like,
realize.
I need to find more information about
Hey,
this.
it's Born in
Listen,
East L.A.
listen here, bitch. So the prequels were not made for you. You're too old. You're too overweight and too lame, right? They were not made for you. They're made for kids, right? Freddie Prinze Jr. made a really good point. People who don't like the
Repeat
prequels,
that to yourself and then
hold on. Hold on. Let me explain. So he has a good point, right? It's the prequels weren't really made for you. They were made for kids, right? People who grew up on those, right? You grew up on the original trilogy, right? Which is fine. I love those movies, but I was within the middle, right? So I was able to grow up with both that one and the prequels. The prequels are in a special place for me, especially because maybe not Phantom Menace, but and maybe not Attack of the Clones, but Revenge of the Sith. Definitely, right? There's good things about all of them, and it's not one of those where I can't go back and rewatch them. I enjoy watching them, and when our sister says let's watch Star Wars because she's starting to get into it, and she's like, let's watch this one, and we watch it, and I see how she enjoys it. I'm like, okay, well, see, there's a place for these movies. There is a fandom for these movies. There's people who really do like these movies, and they're not bad movies. The ones that are bad is that and again, maybe
Solo?
maybe 10 no, so Solo wasn't bad. Solo was not bad. I enjoyed Solo, but maybe 10
Solo had issues.
maybe in
so
maybe 20 years down we'll hear that people really do like the Disney ones, maybe. But right now, because
Rogue One is the best one.
oh no,
Yeah.
for sure, Rogue One is definitely
Rogue One is the only one.
is the best.
Everything else they've made so far is
Force
and
Awakens was
I
good.
didn't-
Force
I didn't hate
Awakens was
Force Awakens.
enjoyable.
I didn't hate
No.
the. I mean, the
Force
the
Awakens
Ryan
is New Hope.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
why you have to
but
ease
that's-
everyone in. You gotta like lube it up and ease it in like a gentleman, right?
and
That's what they
it's
did
basically
with-
pointed
that's what
out
they
that
did with
everything comes back in the
Force
circle of life.
Circle. It's a circle.
Yeah, it's like a ring.
Oh, like
ring
a hyena.
has-
Like
Yeah.
a hyena
Yeah,
in the
And-
African.
yeah. Everything the light touches. But
Rudy.
yeah, it all goes back. Rudy, the football player. No, wrong Rudy. Guadalupe.
Oh, stupid. It's Sean
Guadalupe.
Astin.
No, but again, it all just comes back full circle.
To
Just-
Born in East L.A. Watch Born in East L.A.
Yeah.
What do
know
you
what I wanna-
what do you think
you know what I
Star
wanna
Wars is? Star Wars is about immigrants.
Getting hijacked.
Yeah. See? It's all the same. George
bad characters,
Lucas,
man.
Cheech Marin, Cheech and Danny Trejo should have their own Star Wars spin-off.
Rudy in space.
Yeah.
they're Rancor trainers.
Remember that's Machete and his brother. So you just it's just
That's it in his- well,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
you just have
Really
them
Because in the Mandalorian show, but the Boba Fett one, Ben Trejo came out
That's
as
what
the
we're saying.
Rancor trainer.
Rancor.
That's what it said,
Machete
Rancor.
in space.
Mm-hmm.
He's like,
Done.
this is not a knife. This
Check.
is a knife.
Yeah, done. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
With DiCaprio as the bad guy. No, you remember that?
Was
Machete kills.
it DiCaprio? Was it Mel Gibson? Mel
No,
Gibson.
he said it was it points out DiCaprio is, but he's not. It's just because they weren't good. Whatever. just watch Machete Kills. You'll be
Again?
fine.
It's not Born in East L.A.
Oh yeah, well sorry. I mean, rough looking Mexican dude. Yeah, whatever.
Born in Tatooine. Born in Tatooine, baby. Redo it.
I
Redo
was
it.
born in Tatooine.
See, it works.
I
It
guess,
works. No, but if you haven't seen Born in East LA, and you can find it, right? If you can find it, because again, there's a lot of people that are looking for this the TV version so that they can stream it. It's again nowhere to be found. I did a deep dive online, like everywhere, to see if anywhere had it, even if I.
It's not even on the Blu-ray.
No, there's
They
no
should have put it on the Blu-ray.
no blue. You can watch the deleted scenes, but if they have a version, right? Because they do have it. It's a TV version, modified, for runtime and everything on TV.
Mm.
They should be able to release it, and I think it's about time we start that petition.
Hey,
The
Snyder Cut, bro.
change
Hey.
Snyder
change.org.
Cut.
Change.org.
They
Yeah.
should do
The
Born in
Cheech
East LA
Stallone
Snyder
did it.
Cut.
The Cheech cut.
Stallone did it with Rocky 4.
Yeah. The Cheech cut. Come on.
Come on.
The Rudy cut.
The Rooney cut.
The Rudy cut. So we need it because again it fills it out. It rounds out the story and it doesn't change the original story. That's the thing. That's the thing about like putting it back together, that it won't change the story. It won't change the movie. The movie is still going to be good. It's just going to add the rest of the finishing touches to everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Exactly.
I think it's time to change.org petition. Where I'm
We
gonna
should-
put- I'm
we
gonna put-
should
I'm
start-
gonna put that on
We
there.
should start a Kickstarter and start raising money for it.
No, I mean Cheech still has the hyena money from Lion King. He can make it happen.
Oh no. I'm saying so we can just have money come into us while we're trying to get
That's
this
it.
shit going.
We just want money. Just want money.
money.
If people could watch these episodes, we can
If you
make
agree,
money.
put $20.
Instead of like one person watching our episode on Coda.
On Coda.
Code. What's Coda?
We what?
It's the movie.
Last
The
movie,
movie
we
on Apple
reviewed.
TV.
The movie we reviewed
Children.
Oh, okay. Oh, that. Coda.
almost a month ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't understand.
Someone,
what you're
oh,
talking
hey,
about.
whoa, wait, hey. That's the reason why we can't get sponsors.
Or viewers.
Or yeah, I think it's just people just hate you, Ozzy.
yeah.
This could be
Did you fight with people in the comments one time?
once.
And you laugh at like people dying.
Yeah,
and-
that's why people don't really like us.
yeah.
I mean, there's
I
other
mean,
reasons, but
I'm
Racism.
pro children dying in movies. So
just Jacob Tremblay.
Specifically-
Jacob
yeah,
Tremblay.
goddamn
That's
it.
it. That's all you want.
that kid knows how to die though.
Good
he
actor.
knows how to
He's a
die.
good actor.
He
Good
does
actor.
it so well.
But
He's
on
in a movie coming up soon too. That where he's.
Little Mermaid, he plays Flounder.
Oh, I hope he gets drowned.
Hey, and guess what? Who gets kidnapped in Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers movie? Flounder. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no. The hyena from Lion King is you better be in it now. And Cheech.
Ramon.
Yeah.
Ramon.
No, from Cars. There are cars in that movie. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I want to see that. But on that note,
It actually does look interesting as how the whole how you make the anime stuff come to real life and yada yada. yada.
Roger Rabbit,
Yeah, but the way they're doing it in this.
On Disney Plus.
Space Jam,
I mean, we're gonna ignore that
On
happen.
HBO Max.
Cool World.
People don't talk about Cool World enough.
Brad Pitt
Yeah,
Mhm.
they don't talk about that movie enough. That's
Kim
actually
Basinger.
Kim Basinger.
Basinger.
Yeah.
and
I-
Gabriel Byrne.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Those are the
I
only
haven't
three.
seen that in a long time.
yeah, same here.
It's one of those movies.
But every time someone thinks of like inappropriately drawn female cartoon in real life,
Jessica
they think
Rabbit,
just grab it. They never go Kim Basinger.
Yeah.
because Roger Rabbit came out first.
Did it?
Yeah, came out before Cool World.
Mm. I
But
don't remember Cool World.
There you go. Jacob Trembley's in Toxic Avenger.
The
the
kids
reboot,
version.
the reboot, yeah,
The new
The
the one
kid
that's
version,
the one
yeah.
that's supposed to be more Toxic Crusaders, more than
Yeah,
Toxic
like
Avenger.
the cartoon. Yeah.
Which I will watch because I like Toxic Crusaders. I remember the TV show. I had the
Good
toys.
cartoon.
It was a good,
good
cartoon.
cartoon.
Trauma. Keeping the dream alive. But
Yeah.
on that note, guys,
The only trauma I know is
childhood
emotional.
trauma. But again, if you guys can find Born in East L.A. If you guys can find A Million to One, which I believe is on Amazon, they have that one on Amazon as a full movie, but you can't put Born in East L.A.
You know, because it's cheaper to pay Paul Rodriguez. But he's not doing anything.
That's true. Well, neither is Cheech.
Well, I mean, well, Edward James almost in that movie though.
And which one?
A Million to One.
And all of them. He's in everything that has to do like as soon as he hears, oh, there's a movie with Latin people, I'm in. Whatever it is, I'll do the narration. I'll write the the title credits, whatever. I'm fine. I'll be in it. That's how he stays. That's how he stays in
Then he goes to Battlestar Galactica
And gets saved by Machete.
Mm-hmm.
in space.
There you go. We just wrote a movie. There you go, guys. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Welcome Hollywood.
Mm-hmm. It's all.
On that note-
On that note, guys, this has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy.
And
We'll see you guys next week.
What's happening? Wow.